Let me tell you a story. A long time ago, in a land not so far away, when the world was new, there were only simple organisms. Over time, they began to evolve and became more complex. The food chain became dominated by brains. I'm kidding. Brains allowed animals to be more efficient hunters and foragers. Now, vertebrates are one type of animal that emerged during this time. You can tell that an animal's a vertebrate because they have a backbone, which gives them their name. Verte means back in Latin. At first, vertebrates weren't very successful. They were often eaten by other animals or died because of disease or injury. But now, vertebrates have a backbone and are regarded as the largest and most complex group of animals on Earth. Vertebrates are found in every major habitat, from the deepest oceans to the highest mountains. There are more than 60,000 species of vertebrates, including fish, amphibians, reptiles, birds, and mammals. Alright friends, today we'll discuss vertebrate animals. Do you know who they are by name? Vertebrate animals have an internal articulated skeleton that supports and moves the body. Vertebrates are classified into 5 classes that we've talked about: reptiles, fish, amphibians, birds, and mammals. Today, I'm going to discuss all the classes of vertebrate animals with you. First, we have the mammals. What sort of creatures are these? Do you know? It's alright, buddy, I got you. Did you know that mammals are viviparous animals? Meaning they come from their mother's womb. That's pretty cool. What other facts do I have about animals? Okay, let's talk about birds, which are another category of vertebrate animals. Birds are oviparous, which means they're born from eggs. They have 2 legs for walking and 2 wings for flying. Though some birds, like the ostrich and penguin, can't fly despite having wings. Since birds have hollow bones and warm blood, their skeletons are light. And birds also eat with their beaks, which are toothless, and can breathe thanks to their lungs. And feathers cover their entire body. Fun facts about birds. Did you know that the ostrich is the heaviest bird in the world? And because of that, the poor things can't fly like their other bird friends, which sadly makes sense. Now, these amazing eagles are birds that have the ability to fly. Next up, let's talk about the fish, another group of vertebrate animals. Fish are aquatic creatures that can live in both freshwater and saltwater. They're also oviparous, which means that they're born from eggs, and they have fins that help them move through the water. They also have a tail that helps them swim more easily. As you can see, fish have scales all over their bodies because they're aquatic creatures. They have a simpler skeleton than other vertebrates, they breathe through their gills, and they're cold-blooded, which means that their body temperature changes depending on the temperature of the water. Now, did you know that some species, like salmon and eels, can migrate from saltwater to freshwater regions? What a journey! All for a fish? How'd you like all our fun facts so far, guys? Alright, now I'm here to talk to you guys about another subclass of vertebrates called amphibians. Amphibians are also oviparous, which means they give birth to their young from eggs. Their young breathe through gills when they're born, but as they get older, they can live on land or in the water and breathe through their skin and their lungs. Like the fish, they're also cold-blooded animals, which means that their body temperature varies according to the air temperature. They have moist skin and don't require any hair. Did you know that amphibians are the only vertebrates to be born with a tail and to live in the water? As they grow older, however, they get 4 legs and switch to a terrestrial lifestyle on land. This transformation is referred to as metamorphosis. Now that's all I know about amphibians, so next we're going to talk about reptiles. All reptiles are oviparous animals, which means they're born from eggs, have bodies coated in tough scales, and some don't even have legs, like snakes. A turtle-like shell can be found on some reptiles. Since turtles are cold-blooded animals, their body temperature varies according to the air temperature. They breathe through their lungs and typically live in warm climates. Did you know that reptiles have the longest lifespan of any animal? That's right, these cold-blooded creatures can live for centuries. The oldest recorded reptile was a tortoise named Adwaita, who lived to be an impressive 255 years old. So what accounts for their longevity? How do they even live that long? Experts believe that it's due to several factors. First, reptiles don't experience the same wear and tear on their bodies as other animals do. They don't have to pump blood around their bodies, so they don't suffer from the same cardiovascular problems that mammals do. Additionally, reptiles don't age in the same way that mammals do. They don't experience the same cell damage and deterioration because they don't use oxygen to generate energy like we do. Did you enjoy all our fun facts about vertebrates? If you did, stop being a Bogart and pass on these digital edibles by sharing this video. Thanks!